is do or die. Feel it in my veins tonight. Emotional suicide. You know it's an eye for eye. I didn't wanna walk the plank. But the Mariona, it came like the thunder. I was on my way to going under. Swimming in the pain, yeah, I was covered in a tidal wave, But I'm a fighter, try to take me down, I'm going higher. Baby, you've been playing with some fire. You've been playing with fire. One day you will see what you made of me. Found my inner peace. You watch it release in the dead of night. In the dead of night. Baby, when it's do or die, you know it's an eye for eye. Feel the energy align in the dead of night. 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 You can save your alibi. I already know you lied. Oh no, no, don't even try. Watch the flame in me ignite. You didn't wanna walk the plank. But the Mariona, it came. Baby, you was dark, it was hard to see. And that's when the spark lit inside of me. Oh, I was lost from reverie. Oh, one day you will see what you made of me, what's inside of me. Oh, one day you will see I found my inner peace. You watch it release in the dead of night. In the dead of night. Baby, when it's do or die, you know it's an eye for eye. Feel the energy align in the dead of night. 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 And one day you will see what you made of me, what's inside of me. Oh, and one day you will see I found my inner beast, and you watch it release.
Всім привіт. Так, продовжуємо Fallout. Так, нам треба
Howdy.
зайти в кімнату Качина і забрати щоденник Качина.
Gamora is always open.
Так, лишилось знайти качину.
What the fuck is that thing? Good morning. You again. What the fuck do you want?
Привіт, Олександр.
Where the fuck did you get that? Okay, listen, buddy. That's some dangerous shit you got there. That book can get me killed if the wrong people see it. Let's talk. What do you want? What can I do for you?
Не знаю. В сенсі персонажу. Це мод. Звичайно, там, типа, персонаж інший. Ну, якщо є такий мод, чого його не використати під тематику каналу.
I can't stop you, but that's gonna mean my death. I can make it worth your while to give it to me, though. Plus, if you go to the bosses, I can't help you stop what they've been doing. All right. I can't stop you, but I think we can help each other out. I know not at home in the NCR would be happy to get some dirt on the family. I can help you get that dirt, and you got me by the short hairs.
Привіт, Сергій, справи норм. Так, що у нас по завданнях?
There's some Hey! Yeah, I hope you're looking... I can pay you for it, of course. I also have some information about the family's business that you might find interesting. Between you and I, we can break up what they're planning, maybe save some lives. Mine included, of course. Oh, here's some caps. Now give me the journal. Right, there we go. So let me tell you what I know about the family's business. The bosses, Big Sal and Nero, have been working for a while on this. They're arming themselves like an army, using this new guy, Troik. They also brought in a specialist named Clandon. At least that's what they introduced him as. I got no fucking idea. They let him have the run of the place, though. He seems like a nice guy, but he makes me nervous. He's a little arrogant, but he's too nice. Too open. I've never seen him fucking or gambling. Everyone has a vice, but this guy seems like the Pope. Okay, toss him at me. He's a skittish little fucker. Spends half the day pumping his body full of chems and the other half pumping hookers with his willy. He has some kind of connections, so he's able to smuggle huge shipments of weapons into the Strip. The bosses got him by the short hairs. We covered up a hooker he killed while flying on some psycho, so he gets us guns in exchange for not ratting. Okay, toss him at me. No, just that it involves guns and muscle. Also that it's big. Very big. Only Nero and Big Saul know everything, and they ain't telling.
Привіт, Ромаха. Так, ми типа будемо зараз одну з мафіозних сімей, типа, розвалювати тут. Зсередини.
Okay, toss them at me. Okay, you can find me here or upstairs in my room. I'll let the muscle know you're a friend of mine. That should let you get around a little easier.
Так, треба знайти цього тройка.
There's some serious shit going on between NCR and the Legion. They better not fuck with our power.
Клас, я знайшов, типа, їхній склад зі зброєю, так? Вогнемет, патрони. Так, а в ящиках ніфіга. Такий собі склад. Могло б бути і краще.
Who are you? I didn't do anything. Leave me alone. I don't see how that's your business. I'm just a guest here, having a little fun. Oh, man. I don't even like to think about it. All that goddamn blood. It was just in the hotel like any other night. I took some chems with the girl I was with, but I never black out. I did this time, though. Next thing I knew, I woke up, she was lying next to me, stabbed dead. There was a knife next to the bed, and I was covered in her blood. I keep a little switchblade tucked away with me. You never know when you might find some trouble. All right, have at it. That night, mostly buff out, I like to cut it with a little bit of jet and wash it down with some whiskey. That was my standard Saturday night. What? Yeah, you're right. I wonder what was up with that.
О, почалось розслідування.
What do you want to talk about? Oh, man. I don't even like to think about it. All that goddamn blood. It was just in the hotel. I took some chems with the next. When I saw the body, I started screaming. In a few seconds, some of their soldiers were in there cleaning up the room. They offered to keep silent about what happened if I agreed to help them get their hands on large quantities of guns at deep discounts. What do you want to talk about?
Тягнути кожне слово, типу, з нього, піздець.
Oh, man. I don't even like to think about it. All that goddamn blood. It was just in the hotel like any other night. I took some chems with the... You do that for me? I'm not sure what can be done, but you'd be doing me a solid if you would. I've been talking to Big Saul mostly. You again. Pacino? Pacino what? Are you kidding me? He must be trying to get me killed. Yeah? Well, fuck that. The bosses have my number and I'm a company man while they got the goods on me.
Ще раз привіт, Андрюха.
More power to you if you can, but keep me out of it. I've been doing business with Big Saw, so he's going to be your man.
Так, Великий Сем. До речі, я з'ясував, хто такі, типу, ці НКР.
Prim wimped out and accepted NCR rule. Some people will do anything for a second.
Так, тут кров. Коротше, НКР. Було, типа, сховище одне. Я вже не пам'ятаю номер. Воно було, типа, перенаселено. Типа, занадто багато народу там було. І от, типа, прийшов. І вони там розділилися на угрупування всьому НКР. Тобто не НКР, блін, в цьому сховищі. От на цих от НКРівців, на плем'я оцих от, ну, різні плем'я, які зараз тут є в цьому Fallout New Vegas. Бандюків таких от. Усі вийшли з того убіжища. І оці НКРівці, ну, коли типу, час прийшов, вони всі повиходили, вже ж розійшлися. НКРівці почали створювати свою державу. Ну, а інші, типу, ці чуваки, які створювали свої окремі племена, типу, як так і жили бандюками. НКРівці піднялися. А що тут не зрозуміло? Було сховище, в якому було дофіга людей. І вони поділилися, типу, на угрупування. В цьому ж бункері. З часом вони всі вийшли. І от НКРівці почали творити державу. Створювати там в одному місті. А інші цим не займалися, типа. Просто бандюкували. Ну, це було давно. Там історія цього сховища дуже давня. Там, здається, у них 5 президентів, типу, в цьому НКРі було. Типа, найуспішніший був, здається, перший президент, який підняв. Ні. Ну, який, типа, підняв цей НКР. Він потім пішов в якийсь там похід і там загинув. Ну, типа, не загинув, типа, зник. І з часом президентом вибрали його доньку. І от вона, типа, аж до смерті керувала НКР. Там дуже дохрена років. Об'єднала дофіга земель. Ну, типа, як нові Сполучені Штати. А я от не пам'ятаю, що там за номер сховища, типа. Вони, типа, створили як Європейський Союз, типа того. Що всі входять в ці НКР на рівних правах. І все таке інше. Ну, з часом, коли НКР розрослася до великого, типу, великої держави, і померла ця президентка, яка там зробила цю НКР найбільшою державою, до влади там прийшов герой війни, генерал там якийсь. Ну і на цьому, типа, ну, який він, здається, зараз при владі в НКР. Який там почав закручувати гайки. Ну і до... так, ні, здається, там після неї ще там було, там, чи перед ним. Коротше, два там якихось там президента, які там нічого майже не зробили. А от зараз оцей, от, як його там, колишній генерал. Рулить НКР.
Be sure to check out the courtyard. Some of the hottest asses in New Vegas shaking out there.
Ну, ніяк не пов'язані з тим. З анклавом. Знову починається ця фігня. Знайди того, не знаю хто. Знайди його десь. Класна охорона,
I
типа.
got kicked out of Ultralux the other day. Man,
Класна у них тут охорона.
there's some serious shit going on between NCR and the Legion. They better not fuck with our power.
Чувак, стелс, стелс.
Let me know if the pretty lady with you is looking for some work.
Business is good. All the family's got money. Of course, Gomorrah is where the action is. Gomorrah is always open for business.
О, ніхрена собі, ми потрапили в закриту частину. Закрита частина, тільки що тут такого.
There's some serious shit going on between NCR and the Legion. You better not fuck with our power. Be sure to check out the courtyard. Some of the hottest... ass is in New Vegas shaking out there.
Так, поговорити з тройком.
What the fuck are you looking at?
You again. What do you want to talk? Oh.
Фігня якась, типа. А де Сем той, блядь?
got kicked out of Ultralux the other day. Man, that place gives me the fucking freaks.
Я навіть не пам'ятаю такого чувака.
The fuck are you looking at? Hey, what got... Alright. Okay.
Так, це два однакових ліфта.
Fuck not at home. Must be cozy up there in the lucky 38. You know you want a piece of this? Give me some sugar. The fuck are you looking at? Gamora is always...
You. Kachin. Yeah? Great. So I'm fucked either way. I guess I don't have any choice but to help you. Just try not to get me killed here. They're keeping them in a little utility section down off the basement. I don't know what they're arming themselves for, but I know it isn't for the good of mankind. I'm pretty proud of myself. It's a stroke of genius if I could be so modest. The whole arrangement starts with an old buddy of mine in the Republic. He's responsible for packing and shipping supplies to the NCR on the Strip. He marks some containers as food and medical and packs them with guns and other shit. From there, it took just a couple of greased palms to get someone to let me cherry pick a container or two out of every shipment. Easy as pie. Okay, try and be fast about it. As a little pet project, I've been making some thermite. Thermite burns as hot as the devil's asshole and can melt through just about anything. I've been keeping it so if the family betrays me, I can hopefully do some damage before I end up dead or in jail. Okay, here's the thermite and a key to the room where the guns are stored. Place the thermite on the crates in the room. I rigged the light switch outside the room to kick off a spark big enough to hold the thermite. That should turn that shit into molten slag. As soon as we're done talking, I'm gonna make myself like a ghost. I don't want to be anywhere near here when the bosses find out. Thermite is a mix of rust and aluminum dust. If you add a little heat, a massive amount of heat is spit out. It gives off enough heat to melt through just about anything. It should make short work of the weapons. All right, let's. Goodbye.
Ух, нихуя себе, блин, зажигательная смесь. Ніхуя не розумію, як її там використати. Ну, розсипав де тільки можна. Як її активувати?
I got kicked out of Ultra Lux the other day. Man, that place is really fucking crazy.
Hey, what can I do for you? Whoa, you managed to pull that off? Solid work. That ought to gum up the boss. Now we cut off the head of the serpent. Big Saul and Nero have to die. They're a little bit upset about what's been done to muck up their plans. They tasked me to find out who's responsible. There isn't gonna be another chance to get both of them together in the same room. I'll slip you a gun, and we can take them out. All right, I'll take care of them. Just give me the word when to start shooting. When they're gone, I'm gonna run this joint. Don't worry, I'll take care of this place. Hurry and get ready. I'll be waiting for you there when you're ready. Hey, what can I do? What? Hey, what can I do for you? Bye. Hey, what can I do for you? Bye.
Бля.
I wouldn't mind taking a bite of you.
Hey, what can I do for you? Bye.
I tell you, not at home is gonna have his day.
Hey, what can I do for you? Bye.
Я готовий, бляха, в чому проблема?
Hey, what can I do?
Staying low.
Hey, what can I do?
Be sure to check out the courtyard. Some of the hottest asses in New...
Let me know if the pretty lady with you is looking for some work. I'm glad they don't let just any motherfucker through the gate. Freeside smells
Good to see you again. Bye.
like shit. Let me know if the pretty lady with you is looking for some work.
Блін, у мене сотка взлому.
There's some... You again. Where the f... I can... Between... Yeah. They'll... I got... He's a little... Yeah, the... Okay.
fuck not at home? Must be cozy up there in the lucky 38.
Who are you? Yeah. You again? Next. What? What do you... You again? Cachino? Cachino what? You again? Cachino? Yeah? Great. They're keeping... I don't... I'm pretty... He... I've made a lot of contacts over the years. I don't... Therm... Oh, yes. Okay, cool.
I'm glad they don't let just any motherfucker through the gate. Freeside smells like shit.
А де той бомж? Цей той.
Welcome back to Gomorrah. Find yourself a girl or a guy and have a drink. Your family.
Good to see you again. Hope you're winning some. Kachino. Yeah, I've heard the name. Not sure why he'd send you to me. Is he helping out with room service or something? I think I should kill you before you have a chance to show those tapes to anyone. What do I have to lose? Fuck, I was getting tired of this place anyways. I can find girls to play with somewhere else.
Так, і піти підпалити. Зброю.
What the fuck is that thing? Bosses don't like no trouble in their place.
Hey, what can I do for you? No, just that it involves guns and... Okay, toss them at me. Okay, you can find me here or upstairs in my room. I'll let the muscle know you're a friend of mine. That should let you get around a little easier. Hey, what can I do for you? Whoa, you managed to... Oh, is that right? Well, I guess if he's gone, he's gone. I don't need to know anything more than that. Now we cut off the head of the serpent. Big Saul and Nero have to die. As long as they're alive, they can start up their plans again. All you've managed to do is stall them. I guarantee you they have contingencies. When they're gone, I'm gonna run this joint. Don't worry, I'll take care of this place. They're a little bit upset about what's been done to muck up their plans. There isn't gonna be another chance to get both of them together in the same room. I'll slip you a gun, and we can take them out. All right. Hurry and get ready. I'll be waiting for you there when you're ready. Hey, what can I do for you?
Hello.
Так. Як зустрітися з цими босами? Чи вони самі запросять?
not at home. Must be cozy up there in the lucky 38. I got kicked out of Ultralux the other day. Man, that place gives me the fucking freaks.
What the fuck are you looking at?
Glad they don't let just any motherfucker through the gate. Freeside smells like shit.
Hey, I'm leaving, and I don't have anything more to say.
Business is good. All the family's got money. Of course, Gamora is where the action is.
Bosses don't like trouble in their place.
Hello and welcome to... Depends on who you're looking for. Big Saul and Nero split their time in Zuara, overlooking the main casino floor from the balcony. No one but family is allowed up there, though. Bye.
Bitter Springs. A name like that could have only brought
Це,
bad
типу,
luck.
цей балкон.
Hey, you're Caccino's friend. You got business with me? We run a hotel. What do you think our business is? Sorry, but I don't know you from Adam. And you don't have any business getting in our business. All right, come back anytime.
Hey, you're the one everyone's talking about. What business you got with me? All kinds of business. Most of it is ours. Bye.
Hey there.
Так, ну я готовий, блін. В чому проблема?
Hey, what gonna do? Later.
I told everyone we shouldn't have bet for the cons. Hello and welcome to Gomorrah. Cucino is usually on this floor in Brimstone having drinks. If he isn't there, then he's probably in his room upstairs. Troik spends all his days down in Zuara, on the lower level. Yeah. Big Saul and Nero split their time in Zuara, overlooking the main casino floor from the balcony. No one but family is allowed up there, though. Bye.
Business is good. There's some serious shit going on between NCR and the Legion. You better not fuck with it out.
Things are good since Caccino took over. Hey, thanks for all the hard work back there. I'm gonna run a tight ship. Of course, after all you did for me, here are some chips for you. Play, have some fun. Bye. Well,
Так, йдемо у ультралюкс. Лакі. Це у нас Камора.
Sure, later.
Так, а це у нас ультралюкс.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons? My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. You have my assurance that everything will be returned upon your departure. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. It's not the atmosphere we wish to cultivate. Please, enjoy your stay. They'll be handled with the utmost security in our bank. Farewell. I am at your service. Did you see Heck Gunderson, the Brahmin Baron, at the bar? He may be a wastelander, but his taste clearly befits his status.
You watch yourself around Mr. Gunderson. You watch yourself around Mr. Gunderson.
Someone finally... Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you? Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me. Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Bighorners, too. Used to just have the one ranch, but land was easy to grab before the soldiers moved in. Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations east of California. Now, everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. Don't quite know what to make of that. Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. They want to do business with me, they got to play by my rules. A lot of people out there resent success. Might want to take a swipe at me. This makes them think twice. If I'd have been thinking, though, I'd have had him watching my boy instead. Then none of this would have happened. My boy, Ted, he was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. But that don't mean I wouldn't be grateful. I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point. There'd be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible. That's between me and the White Glove Society. But let's just say they control the food supply around here, and I got lots of food to give. But that ain't as welcome as you might think. That's what they call themselves, the folk that run this place. They're the ones dressed all fancy with their bow ties and shiny dresses. Some of them got masks, too. Real hard to trust folks like that. A couple of them show their faces, and that's who I do my business with. I don't talk to none of the other ones. I'll be here.
Так, у чувака зник син. Треба його знайти.
Good to see.
Howdy. Good. I hear you. Kid, look around you. There's poison and death everywhere. And people like Heck are responsible for the misery we suffer. What right do they have to continue with their mischief and killing, huh? Hell, a good thrashing is what I want to give them. But I see your point, kid. Things will never change without us good folks. All right, I'm gonna get Ethel far away from this damn city and head back home. There's a worthy life waiting for us there. Thanks for your help, kid. So long.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
You find any evidence yet? I'm not gonna wait forever. No shit. There it is. The blood, the motive, as clear as day. They must have penned these with snake venom. But we got it. Now what? Sure, this damns them, but only if someone listens. Well, Jackson and the Mojave outpost could get it to the folks in the West. I wouldn't trust anyone closer to the Colorado. And the Crimson Caravan and the Van Graffs have their heart back west. Not sure it'll do any good, though. All right, let's do it. Listen to what he has to say.
Been doing a lot of good work. All right then, just sign here, here, and here.
У мене все нормально. Нібито 0 втрачених кадрів. Так, тут у мене катана була.
Ma'am?
От катана.
Been doing a lot of good work out there. All right then, just sign here, here, and here. Ma'am?
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Appreciate the help. What is it? Huh? I can, if you make me a promise. I need you to swear you won't take revenge on Gloria or Alice. If you do, then your case is over, and we can't see that justice is done. I know some... I can promise that... God, if the... I'll do what I can. And those folks that got...
Well, that's settled, I suppose. No. No, I know. Just hard to say how I feel right now. Wait, that's not true. I think the NCR back west, when riled, is going to be the worst enemy the Van Graffs and the Crimson Caravan ever had. They're all so mired in procedure and paper out there. The kind of evidence we gave is going to be worse than shooting them. I think that settles accounts with me, and my men. That was some tricky political maneuvering, but worth it, even if it takes a few years. All right, then.
Hey.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Так, виконали пару квестів. Хто така Роза Шаронки? Це не ти випадково.
Never thought I'd pass the Vegas wall. Never seen so many lights. Ask him. Jean-Baptiste. Sounds like someone got knocked out of the good book so hard his name broke. Either that, or it's Canadarian or some such shit. So who is this Baptiste, and what does he want? The only Van Graffs I know are the ones out west. Well, except for Gloria Van Graff, and I don't know her all that well. Nor do I want to. Don't have any objection speaking with him. Though if he's with the Van Graffs, he should know I'm not looking to buy weapons. All right, then. Can't tell you how glad... Ask him then. Not much. And I haven't had occasion to look for anything more than that. I've heard what most people know. He's said to run New Vegas. He runs the robots. But, well, no one's really seen him. So if he wants to see you, well, that's a rare thing I wouldn't turn down. I'd ask him some hard questions if I were you. Ask him then. All right, I'll start brewing. Here you go. Go easy on it until you train yourself to choke back the urge to gag. After a few bottles and the vomiting, it ain't so bad. Ask him then. I'm already shadowing you, aren't I? Lead on, I'll follow. All right then.
У неї ж ніби дробаш був. Нормально. Так, що у нас по квесту? Коротше, не варто було заходити через ці ворота.
Taken down. I would have done it myself if he ever had the courage to step in the free side.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work, and said to give you this.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people.
And then, the fight.
The Atomic Wrangler has you covered.
Так, треба підлікуватися, бо то...
Ніль 50 гривень.
Підтримка українського ютубу.
Дякую, Олександр, але не варто. Ну, у YouTube варто. Такс, ну що, вриваємося.
If you say you're going to gather evidence, then kill the bitches anyway, at least tell me when you change your mind. Now, if you're done fucking around, let's settle accounts the old-fashioned way. Don't matter much how we settle this, as long as it gets settled. Just trim the Van Graff family tree. I think Freeside will breathe a little easier now. Now, on to settle accounts with Alice McLafferty. Putting her down? That would suit me just fine. Can't wait to see the look on her face when I show up. She'll know why.
А, бляха-муха, я тут думаю, що за фігня? Чого вони типу на нас напали? Вони нас напали, блін, бо ми їх здали. Так, ідемо в казино Лакі 38. Поговоримо з містером Хаусом. Головним у цьому місті.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on. I see you brought some friends. Sorry, partner, but they're gonna have to stay outside. Come back soon now.
Цікаво, вони лишаться, типу. О, Сара сказала, ідіть нахер. І пішла зі мною. Тим паче вона ще й озброєна. Клас, і тут можна все брати. І тобі за це нічого не буде. Дивно навіть. Що можна збрати все. Так, ходімо глянемо другий поверх. О. Бар. Золоті перчатки і журнальчик по боксу. А, все ж таки, типа, Сара зникла кудись.
Good to see you.
Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
You should have seen Mr. House when he heard what you did to the Omertas. He was as giddy as a schoolboy. I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well. Oh, there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the 3 families, the casinos, the other attractions. What would you like to know? They're just new money, sugar. They might pretend they're sophisticated, but between you and me, they're not far off from tribals. Emeritus especially are just awful brutes. The chairman and the White Glove Society at least pretend to have some culture. Well, of course, there used to be a lot more of them. But these days, there are 3 open to the public. The Tops, the Ultralukes, and Gamora. And the Lucky 38, of course. But we're not open to the public. You're a special case, sugar. Well, let's see. The NCR has an embassy here, but why you'd want to go talk to a bunch of boring old politicians, I surely don't know. Oh, and the Vault 21 Hotel and Gift Shop has an adorable collection of old Vault-Tec memorabilia. And I suppose if you like neon signs, you might check out Michelangelo's sign shop. Anything you like, sugar. Why, sugar? He's the maximum utmost. If it weren't for Mr. House, we wouldn't have this fabulous wonderland of New Vegas, would we? Well, of course I am silly. Mr. House is just the smartest, most wonderful man there ever was. Why, did you know he single-handedly reclaimed New Vegas from all those nasty tribes that used to live here? Well, he single-handedly sent in his Securitrons to do it, but that counts in my book. Sugar, I may be a robot on the outside, but on the inside, my neurocomputational matrix is an exact copy of Mr. House's favorite girl. Mr. House has a lot of needs, sugar. I take care of all of them, and a lady doesn't kiss and tell. Then maybe you shouldn't pry into a lady's particulars, hmm? Anything you like, sugar. This is the Lucky 38 Resort and Casino, or it used to be. Mr. House has kept the place locked up tight for ages now. Nobody comes in or out. Why, I'm a Robco PDQ 88B Mark I Securitron, you silly goose. We're the finest in personal civil robotic security on the market. Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it. You do? Why, that's just wonderful. I'll take them and put them with the rest of the collection.
За 3 шари, типа, мені дали 4000 кришок. Нормально. Як то кажуть, типа, ви знайшли шматочки ігуани. Хтось тут хоч в одній частині бачив ігуану? Ну, я ж прошу. А, вона все ж таки за мною ходить. Телефон не лутається, але він видно, типу, що його можна рухати. Каже, обшукай нам Lucky 38, знайди снігову кулю. Типа квест. Може вона десь заникана, типу, в такому непримітному місці. А може тупо стоїть на видному.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see? Of course you haven't. Vegas always was one of a kind. What you see down on the Strip is just a fraction of the city's former glory, and yet, more than an echo, I preserved its spirit. Or perhaps you were referring to the Lucky 38? The years haven't been kind to her, but still she manages to impress. Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it. The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough. My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that? What did you wish to know? It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops. It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity. Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second-in-command. He's always been a reliable, if unimaginative, employee. Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crimes, show it to him. By contract, Securitrons are to enter the casinos only when invited by the 3 families, or if other extraordinary circumstances arise. The moment I send one into the Tops, Benny will know I'm on to him. If you were to approach Benny in public, you might be able to leverage his fear of exposure to make him agree to meet with you in private. Sneaking into Benny's suite on the 13th floor would be very difficult, but not impossible. There might be guards. Certainly there'd be a sturdy lock on his front door. What else did you want to know? Benny has led the chairman ever since I recruited his tribe 7 years ago. Until his recent misbehavior, I'd planned to make him my protege. Maybe if I'd begun grooming him sooner, none of this would have happened. To achieve my aims, I require a capable human agent to perform certain tasks. I knew Benny was ambitious, even ruthless, but I believed he would do the job so long as he was incentivized appropriately. Obviously, I miscalculated his drive for supremacy, but in any case, you've come along, a more than suitable replacement. I have to think that he found out about the platinum chip and mistakenly convinced himself that he could use it to his own ends. One of the problems of a tribal workforce, I'm afraid. No intuitive understanding of how complex technologies can be. Why didn't Victor intervene sooner, you mean? Goodsprings is a bit too far away for me to reliably control a Securitron agent by remote. I can send and receive packets of data at best. Victor's combat algorithms determined the proper course of action. Benny and his thugs were more than a match for a lone Securitron. When he alerted me, I instructed him to approach the site after Benny and the others had departed. What else did you want to know? It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world. It was lost a long time and difficult to find. That's all you need to know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract, deliver the chip, and good things will come your way. You might keep an eye out for any computers that Benny's been using. Maybe even a computer lab of some sort. That's simply not true. I am the only person to hold any rights pertaining to the chip. I designed it, and I paid for it, dearly. To develop that chip, I spent a sum of US dollars. Not the bottle caps that pass as currency these days, but a sum beyond counting. For decades, I paid salvagers to comb the ruins for it. And when it was finally discovered, tens of thousands of caps spent to have it brought here. We know how that turned out. Complete your contract, and it will be the last time I pay for the chip. Save your questions for then. You realize you were just one of many couriers. The rest of them, dummies, so to speak. Add to that many thousands of caps worth of mercenary protection to screen your avenue of approach. Had I used an armed caravan to transport the chip, I might as well have been announcing to the world, this is important, attack this. I didn't want to attract the attention of groups like the Great Khans or the Brotherhood of Steel. Alas, the real threat was closer to home. Frontal assaults on casinos, not good for business. In any case, Benny would see it coming, and all he'd have to do is hold the chip up and point a pistol at it. Our foremost advantage is that Benny doesn't know that I know he has the chip. Let's not squander it. What else did you want to know? I am Robert Edwin House, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the New Vegas Strip. I oversaw the city's renovations starting from 2274 onward. The three families are my employees. Before the Great War of 2077, I was the founder, president, and CEO of Robco Industries, a vast computer and robotics corporation.
Йому 200 років.
Don't let the video screens and computer terminals fool you. I'm flesh and blood, not silicon. I see you've made a study of the topic. My knowledge of the science of longevity would fill several textbooks. Perhaps after a decade or two of economic reconstruction, I can commercialize these technologies and offer them to others, such as yourself. Let's just say it was very costly. But I was willing to make the sacrifices longevity entailed, financial and otherwise. We can discuss this in greater detail at another time. Suffice it to say that when my Securitrons detected NCR scouts at Hoover Dam, I took action. I recruited a tribal force to supplement my Securitrons and renovated the strip just in time to welcome the NCR as it marched into the region. Instead of war, a treaty was negotiated, and the money started to pour in. What else did you want to know? It's understandable that you'd be curious about this topic, but we'll hold off until the platinum chip has been recovered. What else did you want to know? As I said before, Benny's fate is yours to decide. Once you've delivered the chip, I will pay you the amount. Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. Any final matters for us to discuss? Until then.
Він пропонує мені 1000 кришок, я, блін, за 3 цих снігових кулі отримав, блін, 4000. Аха-муха.
Goodbye.
This meeting has been a... When you...
Hello again.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to come you to the High Roller Suite. You can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together. Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy. High Roller Suite.
Так, можливо тут у нас, типа, буде ця снігова куля. А чо б ні? Не знаю, типа, от, як то кажуть, типа, комусь подобається Fallout. Я маю на увазі Fallout New Vegas, блін. Мені він не дуже заходить. Типа, я маю на увазі... Гра не дуже так, типа, привітна до гравця. От Ромаха там каже, типу, от Fallout 76 непривітний для гравця, а я от кажу, ця гра непривітна для гравця. Так, я думаю, він би цей не грав би з самого початку. Бо сказав, що капець як складно, це піздець. Так, ну, кулю ми не знайшли. Так, можна йти вже далі.
Where to, partner? Casino floor.
Hey, you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
That one must be important around here.
Check that out. She just left the Lucky 38.
Damn, and she looks good to me too. Not sure who this friend of yours is, but if you... All right then.
Так, тут десь, каже, типу, посольство є. Південна частина стріпа.
Show it later.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her, she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head?
Так, авторка за цю музику точно прилетить.
What is it?
Welcome to the NCR Embassy. How can I help you?
The report credits the
Ambassador Crocker can be found in his office through the door to my right and at the end of the hall. The embassy offices are to your left, while the barracks and living quarters are to the right. If you're looking for a history lesson, I suggest you talk to Ambassador Crocker. I don't have time to give my life story to everyone that passes through. Is there something I can actually help you with? Ma'am?
Ну, які, блін, чіткі питання, типу, у нас. Так, воно казарми.
Help you? I'm glad you could make it. I have something I wanted to discuss with you. It's a very important matter, and I have a strong feeling you're the perfect person for the job. I'm sure you've noticed that things are a little tense around here with all the issues between the NCR, the Legion, and Mr. House. It doesn't take a genius to see that something big is going to happen soon. To be honest with you, the NCR is in a tight spot. But if we fail now, it's the people here that are going to suffer the most. I'm not willing to let that happen, and I don't think you're the kind of person that would either. To the northeast is a settlement. The locals here call them boomers. They are sitting on a munitions stockpile that would be invaluable to us. I would like you to get in contact with them, and then do whatever it takes to convince them to help us. Unfortunately, the boomers keep to themselves and are, let's say, hostile to all outsiders. That's why I need someone like you. Someone with your background and reputation would have a better chance of reaching them than anyone I have available. In exchange for your help, you would receive complete amnesty for any past crimes against the NCR, as well as additional benefits and perks. Do you think you would be able to do this for me? That's excellent news. So they'll help us, right? Let me know as soon as you have an answer from them. Interested in politics, huh? Well, grab a seat and get comfortable. I've been in politics quite a while now. Always had the drive to do it even when I was young. It's just something I was drawn to. I started my career over 20 years ago back in the NCR as the local mayor and worked my way up from there. I managed President Kimball's first run for a seat on the council. I suppose that's why I have this ambassadorship. I was elected to this post 7 years ago. I'm the third NCR representative to serve here in Vegas. Now, I've had my share of ups and downs along the way, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. That's it. Anything else you wish to know? I hope you've returned with good news. Let me know as soon as... I can provide a quick history lesson, if that's what you're looking for. In 2274, President Kimball sent the NCR Army into the Mojavian force with the objective of occupying and repairing Hoover Dam. Rangers and Army scouts had confirmed that the dam was basically unoccupied and could be restored to an operable condition. Upon arriving at the dam, however, they discovered that a large force of tribals and robots had occupied it. This was our introduction to the three families, the Securitrons and, of course, Mr. House. Using his Securitrons as intermediaries, Mr. House called for parley. He claimed his forces had occupied Hoover Dam in order to safeguard it for our arrival, and that he was ready to turn it over to us, so long as we could agree to terms. Those terms became the Treaty of New Vegas. The treaty recognized Mr. House's sovereignty over the Strip and granted us rights to establish military bases at the dam and McCarran Airport. The NCR is legally permitted to send 95% of the electricity produced by the dam to our home states. The remaining 5% goes to the Strip. The treaty actually makes it illegal for the NCR to prevent its citizens or troops on furlough from visiting the Strip. Once on the Strip, our citizens are subject to arrest or punishment by House's Securitrons, though that's a rare occurrence. Our troops enjoy a different status. It's illegal for the Securitrons to take action against them. Of course, it's also illegal for our troops to carry firearms on the Strip, so there isn't much trouble they can get into. Our military police does an adequate job of keeping the troops on furlough in line. I don't envy them that task. The embassy was established a few weeks after the treaty was signed. Basically, Mr. House handed us a dumpy little building he had no interest in renovating. I'm the third ambassador to hold this post, and the first, I think, to accept its limitations. My predecessors had ambitions of engineering the annexation of the Mojave. They thought they'd convince Mr. House to join up. I've never even spoken to the man, or whatever he is. Maybe the situation will change once we've beaten the Legion once and for all. Now we mostly just keep track of the NCR citizens and troopers around and make sure they don't get in trouble, but that's Captain Papa's job. I keep myself busy with paperwork and reports that get sent back to the NCR. It's mostly busy work, but every once in a while we make progress. It's the same old stuff around here. Gambling, debauchery, drunkenness, it's all here. I'm getting a little old for it, however. If you want more information, try talking to some of the other guys around here. I don't get out of the office much anymore. Goodbye.
От. Аарон Кімбл, цей генерал. У нього навіть зачіска генеральська, бля. Глянемо, що послав в компуктері. Нічого цікавого.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Help you?
So, you talked to a big movie screen. Does it come with its own death claw? Trust me, if you can't see it, something just as nasty's waiting. Whole Lucky 38. The idea that there's this
Я такого
casino in the
точно
middle
не
of a
знаю,
town of
типу, про
people,
якій годині.
and only you're ever let inside? Feels like other places I've been. Something that isolated from everyday folks starts to take on a bad shine. All right then. Let's roll out then.
Sure, later.
А всі годинники, типа, показують один час?
I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying. Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry, they'll be as safe as kittens till you're ready to leave. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapons during your stay here, well, just don't wear them openly. You dig? Now that we got that little business out of the way, what can I do to make your tops experience the tops? Everything your little heart desires, that's what. You like gambling? Boom. Either one of the main hallways has cards, slots, you name it. Hungry? Thirsty? The restaurant just off the left-hand hallway has the best food and booze in Vegas. Or maybe you'd rather take in a show. The Aces Theater upstairs always has hot acts raring to go. Check it out. Have a good time, baby. You dig this crazy scene or what? Hey, there's the high roller.
The fiends are running for their lives. That'll show everyone what we do to our enemy.
For the cards.
What in the goddamn? Let's keep this in the groove, hey? Smooth moves, smooth. Hello? That broad everyone saw go in the Lucky 38, that was you? Oh, shit. I hit what I was aiming for. Guess you had brains to spare. Or you just thick-skulled. Either way, baby, this is good news. Maybe I can finally sleep at night, knowing you didn't die. What say you and me cash out? Go somewhere more private-like. Any questions you got, I'll answer. To start, I'll comp you the presidential, best suite in the house. You deserve a taste of the VIP lifestyle. I'll hang out down here for a while to make everything look business as usual, then come to you. Any questions you got, I'll answer. Guaranteed. If that's what it takes to win your trust, that's what it takes. Follow me.
Hey, there's the high roller. Hey, there's the high roller.
Now that you and me's got some privacy, I gotta ask, how is it that you're still living?
I've got news for you. Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them too.
House was on to me from word go? I thought I was being so clever. Once you were vertical, how'd you track me down?
Traders from Nipton in recent days causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. You know they say that no news is good news, but I think my
To think I deemed that flint box my lucky charm. Oh, the irony. I guess that's enough scratching around at first base. Tell me, which way is the wind gonna blow? You got questions? I got answers. It's the house edge, baby. Literally. It's what Mr. House needs to stack the odds in his favor. It's some kind of data storage device, dig? So it's the data on the chip that's platinum, not the chip itself. Trouble is, the chip don't fit any computer I've found. Must require special hardware. It has something to do with the Securitrons, I know that much. Upgrades their hitting power, gives them heft. Might be slightly useful if you're looking to defend the Strip from Caesar's Legion or the NCR. Or maybe both. How else can I clue you in? Yeah, it's a tricky world out there. I'll tell it to you straight. A good cat to swing with, or was until he stopped mewing. It was House's big idea to resurrect the Strip. He recruited the three families as muscle, showed us how to set up casinos, negotiated with the NCR. None of this in person, mind you. Did all of his talking through those Securitrons of his. But lately, the silence is deafening. The robots collect House's share of the take every week, and life goes on. Ain't exactly what I'd call leadership. We're the definition of cool, baby. We know how to swing. Folks come to us to learn how to enjoy themselves. Of the three families, we're the only ones with the heart and savoir-faire to run the Strip on our own. Personally, they give me the heebie-jeebies. There's such a thing as being too polite. If I made this, my pleasure, that. Don't get me wrong, that resort of theirs is strictly ring-a-ding. But my guts say, don't go in the basement. A nation of meddlers trying to muscle in on our action. Well, we got muscles too, and smarts besides. Only reason the NCR hasn't busted up our scene is they're a little afraid of Mr. House, and a lot afraid of Caesar. If the NCR beats the Legion at Hoover Dam, they'll turn on us and claim the Strip. And we don't have the muscle to beat them. Not yet. Meanwhile, they're all that's keeping Caesar's Legion at bay. Plus, NCR soldiers and citizens are our best customers. It's complicated. Worst of the worst. A tribe of degenerate losers led by a creep. They crucify people for kicks, slaughter whole towns. The NCR beat them at the dam 3 years ago, but that didn't stop them. They spent the meanwhile gathering strength. They're gonna try to take the dam again real soon. And if they do, Vegas as we know it will cease to exist. Something else you wanted to know? Broad strokes, change in management. The Securitrons are where it's at. I need a way to control them, and a way to beef up their hitting power. I get those two ducks in a row, Vegas can defend itself versus all comers. NCR, Caesar's Legion, it won't matter. Baby, the odds may look long, but that's just because we ain't done rigging them. I won't toss the dice until we are. I've gleaned a lot working with Mr. House. He was a good cat to swing with. I still got a lot to learn, but it's coming together. Baby, do you not understand the level of game here? What I did to you was rotten. But if you think House, the NCR, or Caesar won't kill to put Vegas in their pocket, I really did blow out your brains. It's a game, and games have winners and losers. I prefer the former. How about you? Something else you wanted to know? You help me, and before long, the chairman will rule all of Vegas, dig? With enough robot muscle to back it up. You'll get a sweet, juicy cut of that action. But until that day comes, I'll keep you on retainer and pay bonuses for special missions. How's that sound? Jackpot, baby. I knew we'd see eye to eye. Here's a start on your retainer. Don't spend it all in one place, and the prez is yours for as long as you want it. When you're ready to saddle up, come find me down on the casino floor and we'll plan the next step of this caper. Ring-a-ding, baby. Ta-ta.
Had enough? No mood for hunt.
The cleaners will knock twice. Make sure they're thorough. What the fuck?
Hello.
Ну, іде виступ.
Wonder where Benny got off to.
I hear a troublesome Legion camp got razed to the ground.
I hope Swank's smarter than Benny. How's it hanging?
Hey. Hey, welcome to the finest entertainment experience in New Vegas. My name is Tommy Torini, and how can I make your night? Dig it, baby. He beat feet to his sweet. You scared the big boss man or something? Well, it was my idea. Well, me and the rest of the Rat Pack boys. We took it to Benny, and he thought it was a good idea. A few years later, here we are. The best show in New Vegas. Benny? He's an all-right cat, you dig? He don't got much musical talent, but he knows how to run a business. When he's around, anyways. Well, now, you didn't hear this from Tommy, but Benny likes to go off on a bender now and then. Usually he's only gone a couple of days, but this last time, nobody saw him for almost a month. Ask me, I think he's got a dame from Gomorrah, holed up in his suite, because nobody ever saw him leave it. Well, apart from serving as a talent manager, show schedule, and all-around man in charge of this fine theater, I happen to be its headline act. Every night from 8 till midnight, come on by to see the Rat Pack. Well, acts are a bit thin on the ground right now, but every night from 8 to midnight, we got the Rat Pack Review. Songs, dancing, jokes, we got it all. Sure, baby, sure. Tommy's always looking for new talent to bring to the Aces. Tell you what, you see any good acts while you're out wandering, give them my card. If they work out, I'll give you a 3% cut of the door. Just swing back by as you recruit folks. I'll get you your bread. Ring it. Now, why would you want to go breaking Tommy's heart? Here I run the finest entertainment venue in all New... Nothing... It's... Take it easy, baby.
Wonder what...
Ну так. Ну, сам розумієш, що типа там ніфіга можуть не дотримуватися.
Hang loose, baby.
Канону і лору.
I told everyone we shouldn't have bet on the cons.
Wonder what Benny got off to. I hope Swank's smarter than Benny. You dig this crazy scene or what? How's it hanging?
to meet you. What can I do for you today? Good question. My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man. It's what Benny always called me, probably because I'm programmed to be so helpful. Sure, he came through here in a big hurry. Didn't even stop to say hello. I think he went down his secret escape elevator out in the hall. Sure, Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there! Oh! He wants to kill Mr. House and use the Platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That should give me control over all Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then I just do what Benny tells me. Easy peasy! I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh? Then I'd have to help you. I mean, it seems pretty obvious Benny wouldn't want me to, but hey, not my fault I can't say no. Again, goal number 1 is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe. Given how you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan. It makes me feel really dumb to admit this, but I don't actually know. I've never been inside the Lucky 38. No one has. Mr. House is in there, though. It's the central node of his entire network. You have? Wow, that's amazing. You can murder Mr. House whenever you want. I mean, Benny was always scheming about how he was going to get into the Lucky 38, but you already took care of that. Wow. The other thing you're going to need is the platinum chip. You know, the one Benny killed a courier for over near Good Springs. I knew she was carrying the platinum chip, and I knew right where Benny should wait for her. That's why Benny put me here, to monitor Mr. House's data transmissions. They're all encrypted, of course, but I'm quite a decryptor. Did you know that Mr. House spent 812,545 caps hiring salvage teams to find the platinum chip? Just in the last year alone? Of course you didn't. Or that there were 7 couriers, but 6 of them were carrying junk. How about their exact routes and the mercenary teams that screened them? I knew all that. Pretty smart, huh? I know that's not true, because you still have a head. That's not funny, you getting shot in the head. I really shouldn't have taken so much pride in how I set that up, huh? I feel really bad right now. No kidding, he was running fast. He better pace himself. He has to run all the way to Fortification Hill. There's an underground facility there that might have the special hardware required to use the data on the platinum chip. It's too bad Caesar's Legion built its camp right above it. Talk about inconvenient. The platinum chip is the key to overriding and exploiting Mr. House's defenses. Did I just say exploiting? That's not a very nice word. I'd take it straight to Mr. House if I were you. He'll think you're helping him out. Then, when he's not looking, kerpow! The big question is whether to give him the chip before you do him in. He's the one who'll know exactly what to do with it after all. He might upgrade his defensive capabilities right away, or even unlock new ones. But then those defensive upgrades might make it harder for you to finish him off. Hard to say. It's up to you. Let me know when it's done and I'll roll over to the Lucky 38. If I'm right about the chip, I should be able to install myself on House's mainframe. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna help you accomplish so much, whether I want to or not. Oh no, I didn't mean that. Who needs their support? The Securitrons will be all the support you need. What I meant is, you should get to know these tribes and decide which ones you like and which you don't. You know, shape the future of Vegas. Choose your neighbors. If you like a tribe, leave it alone. Or, if a tribe is nasty, or going to be a problem, go ahead and exterminate it. It's whatever you want to do. There's a bunch. Some of them you've already met, like the chairman, for instance. I think you should visit the other families on this strip, the Omertas and the White Glove Society, so you know what makes them tick. And there are some important groups farther from the strip, too, like the Boomers, the Great Khans, and the Brotherhood of Steel. Of course. They must be a really nasty people. I haven't heard a single good thing about them. They fire artillery on anyone who comes near their settlement at Nellis Air Force Base. Talk about rude. If they can be convinced to fire those big cannons at the Legion, or NCR though, well, that'd be neat, wouldn't it? Then consider them ignored. If they end up firing their howitzers at us, we'll ignore that too, until it goes away. That's 1 down, 4 to go. The Khans are just... they're a dirty people. They live in tents like animals, and they're very rude. They've been kicked around a lot, but no one's finished them off. Not yet, anyway. They were one of the tribes the 3 families pushed out of Vegas. A whole bunch got killed. So they settled at Bitter Springs, but they kept being so obnoxious, the NCR had to kill a whole bunch more of them. So then, they settled at Red Rock Canyon. There's just no getting rid of them. Ooh, sounds dramatic. I like it. Wind them up and let them go. No more cons. That's great. They're just bad people. That's 2 down, 3 to go. I remember that Benny used to pay a receipt. Wow. That's 3 down. From what I understand, they're perfectly delightful. They're cultured, clean, and super polite. Benny didn't like them, though. He said they were creepy. Don't hurry on my account. I'm the one with a flexible schedule. Anything else I can help with? Some of Mr. House's data said that he'd lost a bunch of Securitron scouts near Hidden Valley. Telemetry showed that they'd been attacked with energy weapons. House was pretty sure it was the Brotherhood. There must be a bunch of them holed up there. Not a good place for a robot to visit. They go around in big suits of power armor, and they have lots of energy weapons. But there's a downside. They just have a thing about technology. They think it should all be theirs. If someone else has it, they get mad. All I'm saying is, not much of a chance they'll accept a Vegas that polices itself with robots. No rush. Take your time. Anything else I can help with? If you're tired of a topic, I'm tired of it too. Oh, he had some help. A lady friend of his. She said something about living in a fort over in Freeside. But that's all I remember. Right! It's one of 2 locations on Mr. House's network with non-standard hardware. My guess is it has a reader that can decode the chip. And who knows what else, maybe a giant robot or something. Neat. Let me know what you find out. This is Benny's workshop. When the tops got renovated, he had this half of the floor blocked off for his own use. I guess you could say it's my entire world. I don't think I've ever left this room, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. That's right. Like I said, it's probably pretty important because it has non-standard hardware, just like the Lucky 38. The data on that platinum chip is a big secret, unless you can find a dedicated reader to decode it. Oh yeah, I'm sure you're right. I mean, for one thing, it's you saying it, and you always know what you're talking about. And if you had, you know, a huge killer robot at your command, yeah, that would just clutter things up. And a lesser person might want that kind of overwhelming force on their side. But you know, where's the challenge in that? See you around!
Так, на цьому будемо завершувати. Дякую всім за увагу. Побачимось вже на Fallout 76. Піздець, за останні кілька хвилин стільки вилилось інформації, що піздець. Ну, нічого, а тут, блін.
Thank you.